Australia is a land of curious contrasts. Most Aussies hug the coast where the weather is kind and the beaches are beautiful. Cities like Sydney and Melbourne bustle with life, full of people from all walks of life. Yet, venture inland and the landscape changes dramatically. This is the Outback, a vast and sparsely populated region. The Outback isn't empty, of course. People live and work there, resilient communities connected to the land, but their numbers are small compared to the coastal cities. Imagine for a moment if everyone in Sydney and Melbourne packed up and moved to the Outback. It's a strange thought, but it makes you think about this unique environment. This essay will delve into that what if. What if all Australians decided to call the Outback home? Could we do it? Should we do it? The answers, as you might imagine, are complicated. The first challenge is the Outback itself. It's huge, covering most of the Australian continent. That's a lot of space, but much of it is harsh and unforgiving. Deserts stretch as far as the eye can see, baked by the relentless sun. Temperatures soar in the summer, sometimes exceeding 50 degrees Celsius. Water is scarce, a precious commodity in this arid land. Rivers are few and far between, and rainfall is unpredictable. Living in the Outback means adapting to these extremes. Could millions of people survive in such a harsh environment? Moving everyone to the Outback would require an infrastructure revolution. Think about it. Houses, roads, schools, hospitals and shops for millions of people. Where would they all go? How would we get them there? Roads would need to be built or upgraded, connecting remote communities with each other and the outside world. Water would need to be sourced, perhaps through pipelines or desalination plants. The logistics are mind-boggling, a massive undertaking. The Outback isn't just desert, though. It holds vast mineral wealth, a key part of the Australian economy. Iron ore, gold, uranium. These resources are extracted from the earth in remote mines. But could these industries cope if the population exploded? Agriculture is another challenge. The Outback can be productive, but it requires careful management. Could we grow enough food for millions of people? New farming techniques, drought-resistant crops, and innovative irrigation might be needed. Life in the Outback is different. It's a place where people live close to nature, resilient and resourceful. The distances between communities foster a strong sense of independence, but it can also be isolating. Could city dwellers adapt to this different pace of life? Would they embrace the challenges and rewards of Outback living? It's hard to say. The Outback changes people, that much is certain. So, could we all live in the Outback? The honest answer is probably not, at least not without radically changing how we live and use resources. The Outback is a fragile environment, easily damaged by overuse. Moving millions of people there would put enormous strain on the land, water, and resources. It would require careful planning, sustainable practices, and a deep respect for the environment. Thinking about all Australians living in the Outback might seem far-fetched, but it highlights some important points. It reminds us of the Outback's vastness and the challenges of living in such a harsh environment. It also makes us appreciate the ingenuity and resilience of those who call it home. The Outback is a special place, a unique part of Australian identity. While moving everyone there might not be feasible, understanding and respecting this vast region is crucial for all Australians.